Good morning, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our channel. Now I'm going to report the latest coronavirus pandemic real-time big data report. The data is updated to 29th of March 2020, 18:47 p.m. Beijing time. Now let's have a look for the domestic data in mainland China. We can see that confirmed diagnosis cases is now 3,506, which is 355 less than yesterday. Cumulative diagnosis cases 82,419, which is 128 more than yesterday. Suspected cases 174, which is 28 more than yesterday. And the cumulative cure cases 75,607, which is 778 more than yesterday. And the overseas input 693, which is 44 more than yesterday. And the cumulative death cases in mainland China is 3,306, which is 5 more than yesterday. Okay, that's the overall data in mainland China. Now let's have a look for the infection maps. We can see that not many change in the infection map, so I'm not going to report the details here. Okay, now let's move on to have a look for national total new diagnosis, new overseas inputs confirmed trend. We can see that both the total new diagnosis cases and new overseas inputs slowly goes down. Total new diagnosis number 128 and new overseas input number 44. Now let's have a look for the specific data in different regions of China. We can see that Hubei province has no any new added cases, existing cases 2,054. I'm not going to report all the cities one by one. Now let's move on to have a look for other provinces. We can see that Hong Kong has 64 new added cases, existing 519, and Taiwan has 16 new diagnosis cases, 266 existing. Beijing has 4 new cases, 157 existing cases, and Shanghai has 7 new cases, 153 existing cases. And Guangdong has 8 new cases, Fujian has 1, Tianjin has 1, Zhejiang 3, Macau 3, Inner Mongolia has 1, and Jiangsu has 3, Sichuan has 2, Liaoning has 3, and Jilin has 1, Henan has 1, Chongqing has 1 as well. We can also see that Shanxi, Jiangxi, and Guizhou all has 1 new added cases, and all the existing cases are just minor, very small numbers. Okay, that's the overall data in mainland China. Now let's have a look for the epidemic data abroad, which means out of China. We can see that the situation out of China is really bad now. It's getting worse and worse day after day. We can see that the confirmed diagnosis cases number now is 502,633, which is 55,586 more than yesterday. Within a day, more than 55,000 new confirmed diagnosis cases. And the cumulative diagnosis cases 596,606, which is 66,145 more than yesterday. So the situation is very, very bad. It's very, very severe all over the world. And the cumulative cure cases 65,609, which is 7,243 more than yesterday. So we can see that a lot of people discharged from hospital, which is good news. But the bad news is that more than 3,316 people died with this new coronavirus yesterday. So the cumulative death case is 28,364. So the situation is very, very bad. If you need to go out, please make sure wear a mask, wash your hands frequently. If you can, just stay at home, don't go out. Now let's have a look for the new diagnosis trend at home and abroad. At home means in China, abroad means out of China. We can see that the data is updated to 28th of March. Domestic number is 128. It's very small number, but foreign number 62,362, and still keep going up, which means one day more than 62,000 people been diagnosed as this new coronavirus. So the situation is very, very severe. Okay, now let's have a look for newly diagnosed countries top 10. We can see that America is the number 1 new diagnosis countries, which has 20,400 new added cases, followed by Sibania, which has 8,189, and Italy has 5,974, and then followed by Germany, France, Iran, England, and Turkey. Okay, now let's have a look for the data in any specific countries. We can see the United States is the #1 country which has the most confirmed cases all over the world now. It has existing number 121,379 cases, and the overall number is 124,665 cases. So the situation in the United States very bad, as we mentioned many times before, because America now they are going to get giving the free tax for everyone, so we can see the number will keep growing up very fast. And actually, within one day, has more than 20,000 new diagnosis cases, which is terrible. And Italy has 5,974 new added cases, existing 70,065, and 10,023 people died with this new coronavirus in Italy. So the mortality rate in Italy is 10.8%. So it's very high. So be careful, everyone. Don't think that it's just a big flu. It's not a big flu. It's a new coronavirus, dangerous new coronavirus. And the mortality rate in Spain also very high. 6,528 people died with this new coronavirus, and the cumulative diagnosis cases 78,797. And followed by Germany, France, Iran, United Kingdom, Korea, and Japan. Okay, now let's have a look for different continents data. We can now let's have a look for Europe. I'm not going to repeat the countries one by one. You can just pause this video if you like. We can see that the situation in Europe is very bad, because almost all the countries in Europe has confirmed cases. Now let's move on to have a look for North America. As we mentioned, United States the most severe country all over the world, and as well North America as well. Okay, followed by Asia's data, Iran is the most severe country in Asia, which has cumulative 38,309 confirmed cases. 2,640 people died with this new coronavirus, followed by Turkey and Korea. Okay, now let's have a look for South America. We can see that South America has cumulative 10,264 confirmed cases. Existing cases 9,824. And Brazil is the most severe country in South America. Now let's move on to have a look at the data in Oceania. We can see that Australia has 169 new added cases, 3,706 existing cases, and overall 3,966 confirmed cases, almost 4,000 confirmed cases, 244 people discharged from hospital, 16 people died with this new coronavirus, which is 2 more death cases in Australia. We can also see 1 death case in New Zealand and Guyana. Okay, now let's have a look for the data in Africa. Existing cases 4,142. And others, it's the cruises, which has 99 existing cases, 712 overall cases, 10 people die. Okay, everyone, that's the overall data about this new coronavirus pandemic all over the world. So if you like our channel, please make sure click the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. Goodbye.